Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Kabir Considers. In this video, I'm going to react to the best Bushisms of George W. Bush. Now, I saw a couple of these in a funniest presidential moments video I did about a month ago, and man, George Bush's best stuff was hilarious. Like the sayings he would come up with, the things that he would botch, like make mistakes of, just leave me scratching my head, like, because this was the president of the United States. So yeah, this video here, I'm sure it's going to be a funny one. So let's do it.
If you're a single mother with 2 children, which is the toughest job in America as far as I'm concerned, and you're working hard to put food on your family.
Put food on your family.
Those who think that they can say we're only going to have a stimulus package, but let's forget tax relief, underestimate. Just making sure you were paying attention. You were. I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully. Responses have got to end in order for us to get the framework, the groundwork to discuss a framework for peace. To lay that. All right. We are not at war with Muslims. We don't have a beef with Muslims. We want to be friends with Muslims and Muslim children. We're fighting evil people. It's important for the boys and girls of Thurgood Marshall to know that we're fighting evil with good. And one way to fight evil with good is you can help by writing letters to boys and girls your age.
Seems pretty reasonable.
And so, in my State of the Union, or my speech to the nation,
he's definitely had a whiskey before this.
I call it speech to the nation. I asked Americans to give 4,000 hours over the next
oh my God,
of the rest of your life of service to America. That's what I asked. I said 4,000 hours. There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you. If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
How did he mess that one up? Come on.
Our enemies are innovative and resourceful, and so are we. They never stop thinking about new ways to harm our country and our people, and neither do we. Parents are teaching their children right from wrong, and the message oftentimes gets undermined by the popular culture. You bet there's things the government can do.
Because when you're running for president, you've got to do like debates, don't you, against your competitors. Like, how did he win those debates? Because he's struggling to like just give normal speeches here. Like, how was he able to think on the spot and come up with good rebuttals to?
We can work with the entertainment industry to provide family hour. We can have filters on internets where public money is spent.
Internets.
I hear there's rumors on the internets that...
Why does the internet have an S on the end?
We're going to have a draft. We're not going to have a draft, period. We got an issue in America. Too many good docs are getting out of business. Too many OBGYNs aren't able to practice their love with women all across this country.
Their love.
The good news is,
it's
hard for some to see it now, that out of this chaos is going to come a fantastic Gulf Coast, like it was before. Out of the rubbles of Trent Lott's house, his had lost his entire house, there's going to be a fantastic house. Again, I want to thank you all for, and Brownie, you're doing a heck of a job.
God bless America.
Thanks for holding this awesome speech.
Awesome speech. You nailed it.
finally, the people in Louisiana must know that all across our country there's a lot of prayer. Prayer for those whose lives have been turned upside down. And I'm one of them.
Did he drop the ball or did he try and bounce it?
And one of the things that I've used on the Google is to pull up
On the Google.
maps. These are big achievements.
He's like a granddad.
The people of Bulgaria ought to be proud of the achievements that they have achieved. Another problem is proliferation. There are areas we can work together. And he brought an interesting proposal. He said, I have an idea. Why don't we jointly use a radar in Azerbaijan to help deal with a potential threat? Governor, thank you very much. I am here to make an announcement that this Thursday, ticket counters and airplanes will fly out of Ronald Reagan Airport.
Why was that a big deal? Did something happen at the airport?
But here's a dreamer. Man had an idea. He didn't like the way the cotton shirts that he wore absorbed, his bodily fluids when he exercised, so he came up with a better product. Last night, Jeb and I had some crabs with members of the 1972 Miami Dolphins, Dan Marino and his really dynamic wife, TV stars, Andy
His dynamic
Garcia. It's just a fact. I met an onion grower today at the airport when I arrived, and he said, you got to help me find people that'll pull onions, or pluck them, or whatever you do with them, Just seems like I was here yesterday. I was. Kinda. I think tide turning, as I remember, I was raised in the desert, but tides kind of turn. It's easy to see a tide turn. Did I say those words?
I love how he falls over himself constantly.
I couldn't imagine somebody like Osama bin Laden understanding the joy of Hanukkah.
Of course he wouldn't understand.
People say, how can I help on this war against terror? How can I fight evil? You can do so by mentoring a child, by going into a shut-in's house and say, I love you. This society of ours is going to change one heart, one soul, one conscience at a time, because thousands of our fellow citizens are loving a neighbor just like they'd like to be loved themselves. Most of the new jobs in America are created by the small business sector, and our entrepreneurs are doing well. We got the best workforce in America, in the world. It was not always a given that the United States and America would have a close relationship.
The United States and them.
After all, 60 years we were at war. Now, there may be some tough times here in America, but this country's gone through tough times before, and we're going to do it again. This is an extraordinary year. When you think about it, in the first month of a new year, there will be an election in the Palestinian territory, and there will be an election in Iraq. Who could have possibly envisioned an election in Iraq at this point in history?
An erection.
Appreciation for different aspects of our relationship.
A very quick follow-up, if I may.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you, sir.
No, you may not. His face. Hold on a minute. Look at that.
Thank you, sir.
Why does he just stand there?
I was trying to escape. It didn't work.
Oh my
Thank you all.
God.
Thank you, sir.
Man, that guy was hilarious. He really was. Just a lot of the stuff you just wouldn't expect him to say, but I guess that's just the kind of guy he was. Maybe he did a lot of speeches on the fly. He just improvised. But yeah, really, really funny. Kind of reminds me of like a friendly grandpa type figure. You can't really hate on him. Yeah, funny dude. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.